Truth, Money, and Freedom podcast.
And I understand that, but if, again, for a pro-gun majority in both chambers, to put gun owners in that default position is inexcusable. And so that's our first big push. Then we have Senate Bill 588, House Bill 1637, the Second Amendment Preservation Act, SAFA for short. SAFA would nullify all federal gun control laws. And the idea here is that, a future President Sanders, God help us, or a future President Warren, or a future President Biden, or 4 years from now, 5 years from now, whoever the next radical AOC style socialist would be, that gets into the White House, whenever that happens, they will be trying to destroy our Second Amendment freedom. There's no question about it. This is not the same anti-gunners we dealt with 20 years ago. These people are hyper radicalized, and they will go for the throat. And so the idea behind SAFA is that the Missouri Constitution entrusts and empowers Missouri lawmakers to pass the laws of the state of Missouri. And so what SAFA simply says is that the only laws that can be enforced in Missouri are those laws that are passed by the Missouri legislature. And it specifically denies the ability for any government agents, federal, state, local, to implement or carry out or enforce unconstitutional federal overreach when it comes to the Second Amendment. It's a phenomenal bill. It's sweeping across the state. People love, because we all know at the end of the day that whatever administration we have, we're always dealing with federal overreach. There's always federal encroachment. There's always federal mandates that we hate to deal with. And this one acknowledges that fact that while maybe we have no problems right now when it comes to federal gun control, we're only one election away every couple of years from having that problem. And so right now, when we have these major majorities in Jeff City, this is the time to implement SAFA and have a long-lasting protection for gun owners in Missouri, whatever happens in D.C. down the road. And so, and you asked about how we do this or what tools that we provide. Our website, first of all, is MissouriFirearmsCoalition.org.
It'll be listed below in the comments section, by the way.
And when you go there, you're going to see, there's a couple different features there, but the main chassis, if you will, of our website is our Gun Rights Action Center. And you can go right there, and you can see all of our online petitions and our online email advocacy programs to lawmakers. We have a variety of campaigns. All you have to do, the first time you're there, is enter your name and address. It's a one-time deal. And you can just hit send on your email to your lawmakers saying, hey, I want you to co-sponsor and vote for gun-free zone repeal law, or SAFA, or I want you to oppose red flag gun seizures, or to oppose a ban on the AR-15. The idea behind this is to make it as easy as possible for a gun owner to take action. Because everybody's got lives. I got 6 kids. I got lives. We're all busy. I get that. And it's hard to find time to know what's going on, to look up your lawmaker's email address, to write the email, to look it over and then hit send. We do all that work for you.
Does it cost any money for people to sign up for this
service? Oh, not at all. Not at all. Okay. You can go there right now today. You can fire off your emails right now. And it's all done for you. There's a whole series of email campaigns there on all the issues of the day in Jeff City. It's updated constantly. And the emails change also. So you're never going to send the same email twice. We have a nonstop rotation of fresh emails. And the idea there, again, is just to do all we can to make it easy for our members and other Missourians to take action just like that. And after that first time your name is in there, from that point on, all you got to do is hit send and your email goes. But it's not just email. You can do an email. You can then send a message by Twitter. You can also do a phone call automatically through the system. And you can do a video message to your lawmakers just with your smartphone in your hand. It is all kinds of tools you guys can use to take action and be involved.
How about if people want to become members? Can you tell us a little more about that?
Yeah, that's the place to go there for, again, is the website, MissouriFirearmsCoalition.org, or simply joinmofc.com. That website works as well. I think it starts at $35 and it kind of goes up from there. There's different levels of swag and t-shirts and decals and that kind of stuff. But, people ask a lot of time, well, what do we get, for our membership? What's the benefits? Well, first of all, I think maybe it's elemental, but you could have some pride in joining the largest gun rights battle of our day in Missouri and be standing up for freedom in a way that not very many people are willing to do, and be actively involved in that fight, putting that skin in the game. We need more of that. We need more people who realize the stakes that we're in right now in Jeff City and across the country and jumping involved. You're going to get nonstop emails from us, and people say, well, I don't like all those emails. Well, I get that, but you got to know what's going on.
If you don't have the information, there's nothing to act on.
Yeah, you got to know what's going on to take action. For members, they get direct mail updates as well. Comes mailed right to your door. You can read the information firsthand and see what's happening. So there's lots of benefits to being a member, but the number one thing is just to be involved in that fight and to stand up with fellow patriots across the state and say, I'm sick and tired of the games in Jeff City. I'm going to take a stand and fight back. That's what we're all about.
Gotcha. Well, I appreciate that part of it too. I'm an NRA member as well.
Sure.
And they don't want me to act. They just want lots of money from me, and they continue this never-ending drive for more money from me. You guys don't do that. It's a one-time membership thing, and
well, we'll do. I'm not going to pretend we're not going to always be fundraising too. And we're always trying to have the tools we need to fight in Jeff City. You know, today we spent a lot of money today, for example, on targeted social media posting. I'm showing you a thing off before we got this video going here of an online tool we have going right now with a significant boost behind that post. And the point there is to pour emails and phone calls into this building right now. So we raise money so we can spend money to fight for our members' gun rights. And so I think the problem is not with raising money. The problem is, what do organizations do with it?
Yep.
If you never see an organization actually throwing down on your behalf, then why are they raising money? We have so again, we don't have any qualms about raising cash. The issue is, what does the organization do with it? And we're proud to spend, the lion's share of all that we raise on hard-hitting program, digital ads, in-your-face type lobby tactics to make sure that everybody knows in this building that you're not going to disrespect gun owners in Missouri, and you're going to deal with pro-gun bills, or you're going to deal with primary problems every couple of years. We're a 501c4. We don't tell folks who to vote for, but we can pull back the curtain and expose what lawmakers in Jeff City have done, the moderates who refuse to take action on gun bills. And we love nothing more than to expose moderates who need to pay a price for their refusal to take action for their constituents.
Okay, I'm going to ask you one more question, if you don't mind, Aaron.
Sure.
What would you say to folks watching this video who say, hey, that's great, Timmy Chonga and Aaron Dorr are actually working this. I can sit back and relax. We got two guys that are really, really working this, and what would you say to them?
Well, what I would say is that if you've ever watched any of our videos from previous sessions during committee testimony, you'll see that whether it's Alex Salzman, who does a lot of our lobby work, or myself or somebody else, when we're testifying on a pro-gun bill, we are always outnumbered 90-5 or 100-2 or 75-4, and it is routine to have busloads of Bloomberg-funded stooges, these lying redshirt radicals that come to the Capitol in droves, and they roam the halls of this building all the time. I'm a big guy, I can cause a little bit of a ruckus, but I'm only one guy, and Alex is only one gal. And so when you kind of realize that the optics and the dynamics in this building are not in our favor. We've got throngs of gun grabbers who are trolling this building all the time. They knock on Eric's door all the time, trying to browbeat him into not pushing for pro-gun bills or to support gun control. Now, it's not going to work on Eric Burleson. The guy is a rock. He's proven that year upon year upon year. But for moderates in this building who are trying to decide if they want to placate, kind of the suburban, seats, or those in kind of those swing seats, they are very, very much in play. And maybe they're not going to back a universal background check bill. Maybe they won't back a ban on the AR-15. But we're seeing a lot of Republicans across the nation who are backing red flag gun seizures, for example, because that's a reasonable gun control bill. So yeah, you got some great guys who are working this building, and your primary means of lobbying as a citizen, which is what we all are, is to take action on these online advocacy tools. But you know what? It'd be great to have guys storm this building on the pro-gun side when we have committee hearings on pro-gun bills to show lawmakers that, we're here on our own dime, on our own time. We didn't get some Michael Bloomberg funded bus to bring us to this building, and we're here to fight for our freedom. And if you don't deliver, you as in these lawmakers, well, we're going to remember that either in the August primaries or in November, and you're going to be held accountable one way or the other.
Gotcha. So you'd recommend people call their senators, call their representatives, show support for the bill, make phone calls on top of, for instance, using the tools on your website as well?
Sure. I mean, that's all automated process. You can do it all right there on our website. But yeah, when you hear from us, there's going to be a hearing on a pro-gun bill. come on out, pack the chamber, get involved in this fight, and stand and be recognized as somebody who's not a Bloomberg bought and paid for stooge, but somebody who cares about freedom and is willing to stand up and show that to the world.
Gotcha. Well, thank you very much for spending some time with us today.
Not at all. I love doing it.
Love talking to you again before this bill comes to a vote.
You bet.
If you don't mind.
Yeah, we'll make time. Sure.
Okay,
sure.
thank you very
All right,
much.
you bet. Take care.
See you guys.